Bleed and Flash. We're bringing you Game 2 here with a relatively repaired draft by Flash. They're doing much better here, Mirko.
Yeah, Flash definitely, we were kind of weirded out by the draft as well. The setup for the link was just not there. But here in game number 2, it feels like it's much more, it's much better. They have the proper draft in the early phase to really develop on it in the second, and they were able to completely just take control, I would say, of the draft. And I would agree, Flash definitely have a little bit more of an advantage when it comes to these team fights.
Yep, they got the fundamentals down, and here's something we tackled in game 1. Vegs turn to pick up the Arlot. He's rocking that unbending will. So now we can expect for him to not just try to set up an amazing final slash, but also very proactively fight. And he's going up against Sagitnu's Fredrin.
How does this matchup go, right? Oh, well, before that, that's a 4-man dive down below. Good stun, and it's going to be the kill. First blood over. Oh, it's a bit unfortunate that it goes to KZP, but still, a kill is a kill this early on. With a minion, a cannon minion wasted as well down below. It's going to be massive.
4v1 is never good, right? But if you're talking about Arlot versus Fredrin, the Fredrin isn't really going to do. Wait, hold on. They just pummeled through that shield. Sagitnu has to repair the situation here. Does get himself that last cart, but I'm not so sure if it's going to be enough. Nope, he's not going to be hitting level 4 when this turtle does spawn in about 2 seconds now.
1k gold lead. In the first 2 minutes of the game, just threw the turret shield down below.
Huge. Plus a first blood.
Plus a first blood. And the Fredrin just loses so much XP. And because of that, Team Flash definitely have more pressure around the neutral objective. Kyrie picking up the bottom lane turtle. Very early, very early. They're able to just get such a massive... Again, huge 700 gold lead.
Yep, so here's the difference, right? From game 1, Team Flash invested in the almost ultra late game. Those are the kind of drafts that one would call draft to not lose, right? Not even draft to win, draft to not lose. But here, oh lord, they stepped on the glass, put the pedal to the metal, and said, you know what? We're starting halfway there. And that's what this looks like. Under 3 minutes, 1,000 gold ahead. Wow, FMM with the read.
The juke, but he's still going to be invaded. Delve on now with a feather airstrike. FMM with the slick movement, still able to survive. The Divine Judgment goes on the Shocker. FMM is still alive. He gets out of it, but not for long. The RWM, Kill VJ, is able to step in to find Shocker. But man, what a play from FMM.
It looks like Team Flash love to revel in the chaos. KZP, is this enough to punish him? Still alive, drop into the Z-Force.
Come on, Force now, JPL, a free target, the decimation comes through. Kyrie under the turret looking for the dive, one more mortal coil, and it's a double kill for Kyrie, but he loses his life.
That's his true damage. He took too many turret hits. I myself am guilty for such shenanigans, but wait, Deck got that passive on. Ooh, shadow kill, close call, yep. And again, Deck could have just as well been punished the same way that Kyrie was, right? You see that, but the difference between shadow kill into a shadow out on the Haya and then the Martis, it has to go out the old-fashioned way. West Mode picking up the Calamity Reaper here. In about 24 hours, folks, that item is going to change. If you know what I'm talking about, new patch coming in. Shocker committing the feathered airstrike. Oh, they're still pressuring Sagitnu. They go back to how they started.
They understand that they have taken a lot of damage already down below, so they're just going to utilize that, use this winning lane to transition over to the other side, but they got to be careful here. The Divine Judgment and the Wesker, a gun we haven't seen in a long time. Because of that, FMM can now miss. JPL in the midst of it all, caught under the Numenor Blast, and even Kill VJ has to fall here. Decimation, Kyrie looking for the triple kill as JPL in desperation just walks over. Kyrie hitting the wall on that mortal coil, but it should still be enough. No way.
He's going to give it up.
He gets an execute. JPL! No way he got that.
Yeah, yes way he did. And folks, that is how you buy time. That is how you delay. But yes, it was a fumble for Bleed. Now up top the fight, Sagitnu's in trouble.
Appraiser's Wrath getting a little bit more HP, but the Feather Airstrike was too much for him to handle. Last basic coming in from West Mode. And it's all Team Flash.
Nowhere is safe for Bleed. Team Flash have taken control of both turtles. They have pressured the XP lane so that they force a switch up even before the 5-minute mark. FMM making the most of the situation. But there's already been kills happening up top. Team Flash about 2.5K ahead. Now it's JPL's turn. How does this happen? Team Flash has orchestrated a 4v1, 3v1 over and over again.
They just really like their dives, Leo. They really like ganging up together. And with a Thunderbelt and an Unbending Will, this is going to be a lot of damage. Meanwhile, Deck, oh, good steal, but no, the decimation! Kyrie knew where he was going to go. He just waited in the quad shadow.
Takes one to know one. I think Kyrie understood how Deck was going to be moving around on the Hayabusa. And with that kill, that pickoff, the rest of the map opens up. Team Flash now 3K ahead in a flash. They have taken control of game 2 under 6 minutes, 8-3. Look at how far ahead Deck has fallen. He's, what, 1,000 behind? Yeah, and no, this is where it started with Vegs. Vegs versus Sagitnu. This Fredrin, I don't know how to get him into a fight this time.
But it's Rage though. Oh, good pickoff. Instantly deleting Vegs. With now Blast Flicker combo only on the JPL. Not sure if they use all those resources wisely. Even with the Guardian's Bulwark, it goes through. FMM was able to find a kill West mode. Definitely too greedy here in the mid. Sagitnu just does damage. He's looking to go for more re-engaging perhaps. His deck is right there. FMM tried to go for a cheeky little shot, but I don't think he was able to find anyone. And even if he did, there was no kill threat.
Yep. So all of Bleed have tasted the bitter bite of righteous vengeance from Team Flash. They've tried their best to shrink this gold lead down to maybe 2,500, still approaching 3K, but that's not going to stop Kyrie. Kyrie has already picked up his Guardian helmet, already rocking an antique Kiras, so yeah, it's only KLVJ he's really afraid of, but besides that, he can take Deck, FMM, Sagitnu, 1v1. But looking at Bleed, where is the hope coming from? Where might they say, you know what, if we get you online, if you get working, if we can clap back, it's going to come off of you. And I'm thinking it's off of FMM. FMM so far still has a chance, especially if we can get maybe a 1v1 or shut down on West mode. Or it's not easy to say, but if they can take away Kyrie, sitting at 6 kills, yeah, that streak's going to be bank.
Thing is, if you give the gold lead onto the Martis, it is, I wouldn't say a full waste, but it is a bit of a waste, right? The fact that he's also going to go for a full utility build, just tanky, wants to just facilitate for his team, it's not really going to be good in the mid to late game when it transitions over. Meanwhile here, Divine Judgment Deck as well, now with a quad shadow. No quad shadow, just a shadow kill. Vegs trying to survive. He also has the final slash. He might be looking to re-engage here, but he's just holding on to it. Doesn't want to go for a JPL though. He wants to go for a 2v1. He thinks he can take it, just whipping away. Abort, but he's not going to be able to.
Mission failed. The 2v1 on Vegs yielded no results. So yeah, that's a clear sign. Yeah, we can't do that quite yet. You're not built up, Deck, and the gold is going to say just as much. West mode, 6K. Kyrie, 6K. Vegs, 5.7K. And yeah, Deck isn't as far behind, but I agree. I concur, Mirko. Putting money on a Martis really doesn't make much sense, but now Deck gets out of there.
Close one. RWM as well. KZP might be caught here. There's going to be the re-engage. Flicker. Burnt. No Numina Blast Flicker combo. A big blow to Team Flash's team fight prowess.
What a momentum breaker. Team Flash could have sworn that they were not going down in a sweep, not like this. So yeah, this is how they take control. They're approaching 5K ahead, under 10 minutes. Lord spawning at about 15. Bleed Esports, they're looking for a pickoff, and luckily they're built to set up for pickoffs. And I guess in this next Lord, if nothing crazy happens, if a Lord dance is initiated by Team Flash,
Wait.
let's say, oh wait!
Oh no, he gets the shadow kill off. Shocked him with a flicker.
Oh, Deck!
Does he want to go back here? He jumps in with the quad shadow. Oh, just barely out of range. Shocker doesn't have the flicker. Deck jumps back in.
He's got the moves. He's got the moves. Can he? Oh. All right.
Deck might be able to re-engage
Can
here.
he?
No, he doesn't want to.
All right.
He just wants to leave.
Woo, he got the Deck out of there. Oh, but off camera, the rest of Team Flash started off, and KZP gets a kill!
A good bonk over with a Numenon Blast, and Sagitnu just out of range. Meanwhile, what happened up top? West mode got caught. Sagitnu now, dodges away from final slash. He might be able to survive this one, but does not have flicker. Thanks for the vengeance now. Yep, decimation. Monster kill for Kyrie as they pick up the Lord. But again, it needs to be pushed in. And honestly, Bleed Esports might be able to just clear out all the waves.
All right, all of these kills going on Kyrie, now that you mentioned it, Mirko, is bittersweet. It's good for Team Flash that they're pushing the tempo, but the more that Kyrie gets kills, the more they build this utility Martis, isn't really helping in the long run. so far, I think Bleed can still breathe through this. They can still weather the tide. And looking at the high ground defense, I think they got this.
Yeah, should be. Yeah, I mean, you can already see FMM on the Bennett now, clearing out this bottom lane. It's only the first Lord, so not going to be able to charge in. Bennett's rage also used up, and yeah, no turrets taken out for now. Mid lane now. With a few more empowered minions, they should be able to take this for free. And Bleed Esports, there you go. Finally, an objective going to Team Flash with the Lord. Picks up top. Deck was able to clear it out completely.
Yep. I wonder if they're setting up for a pincer. This is a dangerous position to be in for Deck. He hides in that bush. I think Team Flash smells something fishy here. They smell some shenanigans, but they let go. It's not worth it, not to go deep.
Both teams resetting once again. Team Flash were baited, I would say. They were really just baited into a lot of these skirmishes that they shouldn't have taken after getting the Lord. And that's what gave Bleed Esports such a big chance to actually clear all the waves and minimize their loss.
Yep, it gave them breathing room. And look, Deck held that bush with JPL, just on his tail, protecting him. There was an alternate reality where JPL actually said, you know what, let's go for the pull. We can do this. But so far, I don't say it's worth it. Don't pull the trigger quite yet. I'd say maybe give it 2 or 3 more minutes. Especially when FMM is ready. He's currently rocking a Malefic Roar, a BOD, and a Hunter Strike. One more item. One more item, I think. Maybe the Wind Talker, right? Oh, no. He doesn't need it. There's not much damage there. The DHS, yeah, or... yeah, it's still burst. No. You don't need... maybe Rose Gold Meteor. Maybe. Since there's so much pop from Shocker and West Mode. So, yeah, go from there. And then you can pick off the fight. Wait, JPL?
Oh, no, he's going to be caught here, definitely. I mean, there's no...
Is he? No, he's fine.
They didn't want to commit to it. But it's an orange of steel there down below. Deck was able to take it away. Oh, my goodness. Deck? I mean, he saw all of them there earlier. He knows that Kyrie opened it up. Now with a Shadow Kill, he has the Quan Shadow to get out, but KZB's coming in. Whoa! It's all a bait for the airstrike. We'll take him down, though. Deck buys enough time, but not enough to take anyone down. Ew! Final slash onto Kill BJ. Number Blast, not with the flicker this time around, and Team Flash timing. Deck really, I feel like it was just such a greedy play to go for that.
I don't know, man. I was saying again, 2 to 3 minutes, and FMM had to be there. You need FMM there. It wasn't going to work without him. So yeah, you see the intent. You see that they know the direction they're going in. But Team Flash said, you know what? They're planning for something. We might as well push our advantage and go for a kill here. And yeah, they found Deck. I think Deck really didn't have much to go with. There wasn't anywhere that was safe for him, especially given that Team Flash knew that he wasn't on their side of the map. So Bleed have to reset again and hope that this next Lord isn't a Lord that penetrates their base, because that's permanent damage going from there. Shocker on top of the damage scoreboards. West Mode as well. I'm surprised West Mode is second here, because we haven't really seen much initiations or team fights that involve the Harith as much as he should have been. So yeah, there's only what, 1 or 2 big Zaman forces in this 13-minute game.
Despite that, though, he does have more kill participation in this game compared to Shocker. So he has been doing work. It's just not visible on cam. Maybe because again, a lot of these fights are split on the map. There's a lot of fights happening everywhere, even in the enemy territory for Deck.
And I think that's what's making this difficult for Bleed. If they were to somehow pick off and choose a fight and go into it where it's their choice, could be better. Now the push down bottom.
That's the charge down below. KZ's looking for a play, but it's going to be taunted up. Sakiki able to tank up the Lord for now as the mid lane gets micromanaged. Only 2 waves were pushed up. Team Flash didn't utilize all 3 waves, and honestly, this is going to hurt them, giving Bleed more time to scale up. It's giving them a chance to come back in the game.
Yep. Instead of a hemorrhaging blow, Bleed is slowly bleeding, and I think they're working with that. They understand that, you know, it's just a trickle of the waves. They're not all going in from top, mid, and bottom, so we can do this. Now, Kyrie initiates. Watch him. Oh, there's a final slash.
Only on Sagitnu, though. He is the one you want to go for now. Back in the back lines. It's going to be Deck who jumps in with the shadow kill as well. They're all caught in the real world inflation. The damage is there. Deck in the back still. Now going to be stunned up as the Force comes through. But the nearest passion from FMM. He guns them down. It's a double kill. 4-4-1. Out of nowhere is the recall cancel from JPL. Now walking Kyrie down, stopping him from stopping this play from happening. Bleed want to go for the end.
And in a flash, a 4-for-1. Kyrie's in trouble. Tier 2 gonna fall. Mid inhibitor gonna be up next. Bleed understand this is an endable situation.
5 seconds on the clock. Only Shocker left alone now. Kyrie, 1v4, can he do it? He buys enough time for Shocker to come back. The Bruce Passion as well, thrown out, but the airstrike does enough. The decimation comes through. He buys the immortality. Now Pop, RWM with a snipe as well. He gets it, but Kyrie soaks it up. Shocker's burning with the glowing wand on him, but it's fine. He gets to the base in time. But that has given Bleed more than a chance.
Yeehaw! We've got ourselves a rally. Back and forth. Pop in bottom lane inhibitor. Bleed gets it done. Team Flash recovering from what could have been a sweep. One more Lord. How about it? Let's start a dance. Kyrie here. Where's Deck? Oh, he's taking a Little Wanderer, and now Vegs with an ultimate from that Arlet. Oh, this is a difficult contest.
They've already used the final slash. Now, Deck found! Shocker in the back, forcing the winner Truncheon out now. The Renner, can he do it? Can he steal it from the team? Shocker's down! Who gets it? It's gonna be Kyrie! But he's gonna be caught in the real world manipulation. Bleed are chasing them down. They know they need to get this right now. They need to hunt them down before they get to base. But Team Flash, a bit too disciplined for that, backs off instantly.
All right, this is a trade that has a lot of numbers going for it. Yes, Team Flash got the Lord. It's luminous, but just the same, Shocker got picked off. So there's a lot of fight in Bleed right now. Bleed understands that, hey, that's a huge amount of damage that they're missing out on. They're not going to be engaging. And the fact that Kyrie here is just going pedal to the metal, I need to defend, and we have a Lord down bottom. Best case scenario for Bleed is they just clear that Lord and then reset. But what's scary is the fact that Bleed have been constantly finding the cores from Team Flash so easily now going into the ultra late game.
Can they do it? Can they defend? I think they're going to have to at least sacrifice one base turret. There's no way they come out of this unscathed, right?
Yeah, best case scenario, they clear the Lord, they keep their turrets. I'd say average case scenario, one inhibitor falls, and Team Flash understand that dynamic. Look at this. They've synchronized mid and bottom.
Wait.
They've done it. That's it.
Team Flash, very, very greedy, I would say. They're not using any of the resources. They did not want to commit.
Here we go.
Now they're pushing it in. Mid lane falls. There you go. So it's average case scenario.
Yep, they are skittish, they are conservative, but it's how they should have done it because, again, Bleed have been finding Shocker, finding West Mode more in the past 5 minutes, and they have this whole 18-minute game. 15-11. I'm thinking, with the situation we have right now, Team Flash don't want to pick a fight in mid. If they lose everything in mid again, much like they did about 5 minutes ago, it's over. For sure now I can say it's over. I'm guessing they want to pressure top. Especially since that's the long lane, given this Lord coming in about a minute.
At this point, the gold lead doesn't matter. They need to utilize their... Oh, wow.
Wait.
Final slash onto Sagitnu. I'm not too sure about that. Massive ultimate burnt out, and there's no resources yet used by Bleed Esports. A big opening now for Bleed. They know it. Sagitnu's chasing them down, giving them vision.
Not to mention the flicker. They spent it on Vegs. So that's wasted. That's a plastic bag flown in the air. They're waiting for that. About a minute and a change from now on. This is a clear go sign for Bleed if they find the angle.
An attempt there from Kyrie to steal it away. Very well played from Bleed there. JPL was able to pull it into the bush, not giving him vision. But Shocker, still, like you said, trying to play that long lane. Thing is, for Team Flash, it's very unfortunate that the base turret that they crack is in the bottom lane, is where the Lord's going to spawn. So Bleed should be able to still manage this wave whilst also doing the same onto the bottom side. But it seems like they know. They know where Shocker is at.
Do they know? And he reveals himself, spending that big ult.
He finds it! A beautiful feathered airstrike, max range! JPL with the flicker out, no FMM! Massive for Team Flash!
Oh no. What was behind that huge feathered airstrike? An almost fully built Farsa. Rocking a COD, Lightning Truncheon, Winter Truncheon, and Divine Glaive. The big DG. And yeah, now FMM built the Athena Shield, but I'm pretty sure he had that already. It was too late. It was too much.
He just now sold his boots, I believe, and it's a bit too late. Once again, he went for a very greedy build, went for all damage. Usually that's what Beatrix just needs to do. Maybe a Win of Nature somewhere in there. The fact that Team Flash doesn't really have a lot of physical damage, he needs to go for that Athena, but again, the timing was just not at the right time. Maybe he just got enough gold.
Yep. Oh, man. That Heptases, he's playing with the Renner. I'm guessing that's why, but if this were any other build, maybe some way, somehow, if they survive for maybe 2 or 3 more minutes, it turns into an RGM. But is that even gonna come into play here? There's gonna be a Lord marching through mid, and it is an evolved Lord. Oh dear Lord. This is tough. All the more now, Vex is gonna be super duper game to use his final slash. It doesn't matter now, he has his flicker back.
We'll see how they utilize this. All flickers up and ready, and like we mentioned, Team Flash, this is their team fight composition. They are the ones who can push the pace in these team fights. Bleed need to try to isolate them, but how do you isolate players when they're all in your base? Let's see how they do it. A few resources already spent to clear out the wave. KZP in the back right now, not going to be able to cancel it out. And then on blast onto the front with the flicker as well. Sagitnu is going to be slain. Meanwhile in the back, oh, it's a massive stun! They find it, Vegs! What a play! Kyrie marching forward, still the mini waves have been cleared out. That's the final slash onto Kill VJ. He's going to get dove on. And this should be it. The equalizer from Team Flash. JPO with the flicker Divine Judgment onto West Mode, but it only brings him back to deal damage onto the rest of the team. FMM in the base, not enough to take this game into his own hands, and Team Flash will force a third game in this series.
Bleed can't believe it. They could have sworn they had it, but look at the smile on KZP's face. Not today.